life, he has been subpoenaed for overseeing one of the largest frauds in American history. This does not bode well for the Kamala Walz ticket. I have some additional information about a Chinese spy that has been caught in the highest levels of government in the state of New York. Also, Tim Walz's family is supporting Donald Trump going forward. Also, I have a bombshell story about Jack Smith and his wife and how they are coordinating with the Obamas to take out the Trump family, as well as the top Democrat in California defects from the party in order to become a Republican and support Donald Trump. You're not going to want to miss tonight's update. Some awful news has just come out about Linda Sun, a former New York State government official who served under both Governor Andrew Cuomo as deputy chief of staff, as well as for Governor Kathy Hochul. Now, in short, Linda Sun has been charged as a spy for China. The indictment alleges that she obstructed access for Taiwanese officials to the governor's office and issued unauthorized letters facilitating the travel of Chinese officials to the United States. Both Sun and her husband, Chris, who have been taken into custody at their $3.6 million mansion and are both on bond for $500,000. Again, this is Chinese spies at the highest level of government in New York. Now, it seems like every other week, a government official gets exposed for selling out to China. The fact that Taiwan's access was being blocked shows just how far China is willing to go in order to sever the U.S.-Taiwanese relationship. This tells me that we would have definitely seen Taiwan attacked if it wasn't for America's ironclad commitment to the island. Now, this really begs the question, how did a Chinese spy infiltrate the highest office in New York State and then remain hidden doing China's bidding for multiple years and multiple governors? Like, what other office in the United States of America has been infiltrated by China? Now, just a month after Biden was forced to the side due to his inability to speak or remember things, RFK Jr. has claimed that Harris is not an upgrade from Biden. During an interview with News Nation's Chris Cuomo, RFK Jr. discussed Harris's first interview performance by stating, "I think we need to have a president who can give an interview, who can articulate a vision, who can put together an English sentence, who can articulate her and defend her policies and her record, and who can engage in debate with the regular debate, unscripted appearance, president or vice president." Now, I agree 100%. Harris was a complete mess. She kept claiming her views haven't changed, yet she no longer supports addressing them in the radical way she's been advertising for many years. It's clear to anyone who's even slightly paid attention, Harris is doing exactly what she's being told. She's literally a deep state puppet. Now, it's either that or she's been lying to us about her past beliefs and stances. So which is it? Do you have those radical ideas, or are your handlers telling you to lie or deny that you were that radical in the past? By the way, I looked this up. Donald Trump has done 34 interviews since Joe Biden was forced out of office. Kamala Harris has done 1. Now, this is a huge difference, 34 to 1. Yet the mainstream media continues to heap praises on Kamala Harris as an articulate and dedicated leader while bad-mouthing Donald Trump as being bad for the country. Let me know over in the comments, who do you think is bad for the country, Kamala or Trump? If Kamala, I want you to type K, and if Trump, I want you to type T for Trump. I personally think Kamala is bad for the country, but wow, Trump, 34 interviews to her 1 interview. Now, Tim Walz's older brother, Jeff Walz, has asked to clarify what he meant by saying he has lots of stories about his brother. He wanted us to know that it's nothing bad, just that during a family vacation, while riding in the car, that Tim Walz would throw up on family members when he would get car sick. So he says there's nothing hidden in his past. But so his brother is basically trying to tell us he does not have a stomach for the job, right? Now, I mean, he did leave the military early, so he didn't have to deploy. But either way, Tim Walz's family is not wanting to badmouth their brother or their son, but they have publicly endorsed Donald Trump. So they love their brother, but they're saying, do not put him in the White House. You will regret it. Now, Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance of Ohio, did not lie about fighting in the war, and he has appeared alongside Laura Ingraham of Fox News to discuss the protest epidemic America is currently suffering from. Now, in specific, Vance targeted pro-Palestinian protesters for turning college campuses into garbage dumps. J.D. Vance stated, "Nobody gets the right to harass their fellow students. Nobody gets a right to set up 10 encampments and turn their college campuses into garbage dumps. And nobody gets the right to block their fellow students from attending class. This isn't rocket science." Now, there is a huge difference between listening to J.D. Vance do these hard-hitting interviews and Tim Walz avoid them. I don't know if you saw this or not, but at the mall the other day, they asked Tim Walz, "What do you think about the Israel-Gaza situation?" He immediately raised his ice cream cone and said, "Guys, I gotta go." And then he hightailed it away with his security detail. So again, when it comes to difficult things like war, standing up for the American people, the invasion at the border, who do you want? Do you want J.D. Vance and Donald Trump? Or do you want Tim Walz and Kamala Harris? Let me know over in the comments. All right, now I have some big stories that actually made my head spin. Like, what is going on here? But first, let me tell you about today's video sponsor. Now, if you're a homeowner like me, when is the last time that you checked on the title of your home? That's the legal document that shows that you own it. Now, this legal document can be taken advantage of and used against you. I'm going to show you exactly how that is done, okay? Now, if you've never looked up whether your home is still in your name, there is a fast-growing scam right now that the FBI is calling house stealing. Now, I was recently given a demonstration on how easy it is to scam somebody, and I was shocked. Now, this is the document that is used. It is called a quitclaim deed. It's very easy to get. You can find one on the internet. And then somebody can fake being you, and they can use your name, your address, even a fake signature. They then go on the internet and they buy a fake notary seal for a couple of bucks. They go down to the local county office and boom, they transfer your name, your house out of your name and into theirs without your knowledge. It's that easy. All you have to do is have one of these quitclaim deeds. Now, here's the thing. The scammers, they don't want your house. They want the equity in your house. They now take out loans using your house as collateral. Then they disappear, leaving you with a financial and a legal nightmare. You do not want this. But you can protect yourself from this despicable crime right now with triple lock protection from HomeTitleLock.com. Now, you can find out at HomeTitleLock.com. Just go over to HomeTitleLock.com, enter your address, and you'll receive a complete title scan to see if you're already a victim. Make sure to use promo code Gardner, and this scan and a free 30-day trial of the triple lock title protection is free. Again, I want you to check out HomeTitleLock.com, promo code Gardner. Do it today, HomeTitleLock.com. I'm going to leave that link down below to make it easy. All right, now check this out. So you're familiar with the name Jack Smith. He's the special counsel. Well, I guess he's not a special counsel because they canceled his trial for not being a special counsel. Anyway, he's trying to jail Donald Trump for the rest of his life by connecting the former president to the J6 rioters. Even the FBI has not been able to link Donald Trump in any way to the Capitol breach. Well, guess what? His wife, Jack Smith's wife, is the private documentary filmmaker for Barack and Michelle Obama. That's right. Jack Smith's wife works directly for the Obamas. Check this out.
I've never seen actually U.S. politics exposed as such a show or theater before. That's really how it feels to me. And on the Jack Smith issue, I just think it's outrageous that CNN would never mention the fact, for example, that his wife actually works as a documentary filmmaker who made the whole documentary about becoming Michelle on Netflix. She's like basically a propagandist for the Obama family and the Democratic Party. And her husband is the one overseeing this operation to now usurp our Supreme Court to weaponize the judicial system against a former sitting president. I don't know.
Who made the Obama documentary?
Jack Smith's wife.
So even Timcast is like, wait, what? This lady works for the Obamas and her husband was specifically hired to target Donald Trump?
What? Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What?
Yeah, you can look up her name. It's something like Kate. I can send a link also over.
I was like, wait.
Yeah, I was listening to that. And I
Katie
was like, I don't know about that.
Chavigny?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No way. Is that for real?
She's like a hardcore Democratic Party
Operative sounds
producer.
like.
Becoming.
Yeah, producer. Becoming.
It's called Becoming.
Yeah, for some reason that was what Michelle decided to call her memoir.
Wow. What are you trying to say there?
Nothing.
Yeah, Trump's special counsel's wife worked on Obama film and donated to Biden. This is a 2-year-old story. How did I not
That
see
is
this?
crazy.
Can you imagine
Holy
if
crap.
can you imagine if the tables were turned? I mean, we don't have, a Netflix production company dedicated to producing pro-Trump propaganda on net or on US in US media. It just doesn't happen.
No,
But
I mean,
if that were possible
yeah.
and there was a judicial official or a politically appointed official working within the judiciary to take out Obama, do you not think that would maybe be the story for CNN?
Wow.
That's fast.
Okay, so Jack Smith, special counsel Jack Smith's wife, Kate, works for the Obamas, makes all of the movies for the Obamas. The Netflix contracts for the Obamas made through his wife. She also raises money and donated to Joe Biden. This is the guy that's supposed to remain impartial when going after Donald Trump. And even after being kicked off, he's now gone to the appellate court in order to try to jail Donald Trump. He said, I will work right up until January 20th if Trump wins the election to get him jailed for the rest of his life. His freaking wife works for the Obamas and donated to Biden. And we're supposed to believe that this dude can remain impartial. I mean, this kind of reminds me of another case that Trump is dealing with. Judge Juan Merchan, his wife, also works for Democrats. And his daughter has raised over $100 million off of the jail Donald Trump story in New York. I mean, everybody that Donald Trump is up against is linked to the Obamas or the Bidens. This is absolutely disgusting. Please let me know over in the comments. Is this new to you? I missed this. This is huge. Jack Smith's wife works directly for the Obamas and help raise money for Joe Biden. Wow, 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 wow. All right. It was proven today. Did you know that Kamala Harris was caught busing out-of-state people into her most recent event? 12 busloads of people were bussed in and out to make Kamala Harris's recent event look bigger and more full. The people don't want to show up. They're literally hiring them, putting them on buses, and shipping them in. Now, calling one group more than another to inflate the numbers for the nightly news. So, like, you guys, so that she looks good on the nightly news, they're busing people in. This is crazy. 12 busloads, these giant green, like Santa Fe buses full of people, 12 of them being bussed in. Unbelievable. All right, speaking of buses, did you know that the new president of Mexico is now busing illegal immigrants from the bottom of Mexico right to the southern border? They're trying to get people out of Mexico and into the U.S. as fast as possible. Now people are saying, wait a minute, are they funneling as many people as they can before the election because Democrats need that many bodies in order to help Kamala Harris win? Why is the president of Mexico betraying the United States of America? Also, some more breaking news. Governor Tim Walz, the guy running with Kamala Harris, has just been subpoenaed to testify about overseeing one of the largest frauds in American history. Under Governor Tim Walz, a group of Somalians, legal and illegal, stole $250 million of U.S. taxpayer money, COVID relief money. They bought luxury cars, went on luxury trips, ate at luxury restaurants, and then sent hundreds of millions of dollars back to their family in Somalia. Our money. Tim Walz will now have to testify under oath about how he could be so stupid as to oversee one of the largest frauds in American history. Unbelievable. All right, speaking of stealing, Trump has had a breakaway in the betting markets. According to Polymarkets today, Trump is now up 5 points over Kamala Harris. And it's come out that Trump is winning in most of the swing states, which is why more and more people are betting on Donald Trump. Now, Kamala Harris may be more popular, but she does not have the numbers as of right now to win the Electoral College. This is actually how Trump beat Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton was significantly more popular in the top 10 blue cities, but Trump won the presidency in 2016 through the Electoral College. And as of right now, if the election was held today, he would win the Electoral College and she would win the popular vote. But she's becoming less and less popular. California Democrat Gloria Romero, who served as the state Senate Majority Leader, has just announced that she is leaving the Democrat Party to become a Republican. And she vowed to vote for Donald Trump. This is basically the Chuck Schumer of California leaving the Democrat Party and saying, I'm voting for Trump. This is crazy. Let me roll the tape for you guys.
Capitol behind me. I served as both Senate Democratic Caucus Chair and the Senate Majority Leader. But today I say goodbye. Adios. I've had enough. I am now another near lifelong Democrat who is joining the growing number of people, including key groups like Latinos, who are leaving the Democratic Party. This is not the Democratic Party that I once championed. I do not recognize it anymore, and I cannot continue. I changed my voting registration today as the sun was rising to Republican, which has, under Donald Trump, become the champion of working people, the big tent. And indeed, I will vote for Donald Trump this fall. While there are several issues that I could highlight for this action, let me just list some that are most prominent.
All right. I mean, wow. This lady, Gloria Romero, is essentially the Chuck Schumer of California. And she just said, I cannot be a Democrat anymore. I cannot vote for Kamala Harris. I see how Democrats have destroyed California. I see how Kamala Harris destroyed California. I see how life has become ridiculously unsafe and unaffordable under Kamala Harris as vice president. I cannot do this in good conscience. So she woke up, changed her party, and has committed to vote for Donald Trump. And she said more Latinos and Hispanics are waking up and they are leaving the Democrat Party. And all I can say is, vengan, bienvenidos. Vamos a votar for Donald Trump, right? We are going to vote for Donald Trump, right? All right, now in some international news, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has finally admitted that seizing land from Russia is part of his big victory plan. During an interview with NBC News, Volodymyr Zelensky stated he did not want their land, but needed it as part of his victory plan. When he was asked what he was going to do, he said, with all due respect, I can't tell you our secret plan, but it is going to lead us to victory. Well, guess what? It's not going to lead you to victory. So Zelensky and the Ukrainian army took a little bit of Russia. And guess what Russia did? They retaliated by hitting one of the bigger cities with 2 ballistic missiles, injuring close to 400 Ukrainians and killing over 50 of them. It brings me no joy to tell you this, but I'm telling you, if you poke the Russian bear, the bear will attack you, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Ukraine is not going to take enough of Russia for Russia to care, but Russia is going to care, and they are going to bury Ukraine in ballistic missiles. At least that's what they are planning to do, and that's what all of the military people that I bring on in the past have said, is that they are poking the Russian bear, and they are about to find out what happens when you do that. All right, this is my update for today. A lot of bombshell stories, right? Wow, I can't believe about Jack Smith's wife. I also cannot believe about Gloria Romero, the Chuck Schumer of California, says, screw the Democrat Party. I'm a Republican voting for Donald Trump. Unbelievable. Please give this video a like because it really helps me out. And if you love this channel, please hit like, share this with family and friends, put this on Twitter, put this on Facebook. Let's spread the word. I'm trying to get to 1.8 million amazing truth seekers, and you are going to help me get there, and I really, really appreciate it. Hey, I love you guys. Stay amazing, and I will see